great! More shitty TV pilots that failed! And this one, Generation X, is possibly the worst one I've seen so far. Keep in mind, I've seen Captain America 1990. But this is just bad in a very unfun way. This was a pain to get through. It is just bad! This was a failed pilot for an X-Men TV show. Yes, you heard me right, X-Men. Which at this point already had a fantastic animated series, so why would you want a TV show that's live action with barely none of the main characters? I have no idea. Instead of all of the classic main characters of the X-Men, like Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine, we have, well, just Emma Frost as a teacher, and Jubilee as a student who looks nothing like Jubilee, and a bunch of shitty characters that suck and don't even have anything interesting to do because no one cared about them, because who gives a shit about their fucking powers, because they basically have none. To fight an evil pedophile guy who goes into dreams like Freddy Krueger, except it's not cool, it's just fucking lame. Who in every scene just screams and makes shitty puns. This is easily the worst villain I've seen so far. This guy is just insufferably annoying. And despite the fact they want to make him seem threatening, his character motivation is incredibly weak, and everything about this character is just a fucking freak. Like, this dumbass villain can control dreams, I guess, but it's, like, kind of vague. Like, he has to get people to do certain things, but he also can control people's dreams, but he can't do certain things. That just doesn't fucking make sense. At the beginning of the movie, he just goes on this thing about, like, marketing and how it's brainwashing, but not really. But then this plot never comes back up. Like, he's trying to sell something with another guy, like, okay, it's like a criminal enterprise, but this is never brought up again! And during this meeting with other people, he's like, I've been in your dreams, and now you guys are gonna fart. I'm not making this up, they actually fart! Like, who the fuck made this movie? Now, you might think from that scene, this is like a thing made for kids, right? Because that's such shitty juvenile humor, it's not funny. Well, no, you'd be wrong, because this is made for, like, teens and adults. The characters are cursing all the time. This one fucking kid with sunglasses who's not Cyclops can see through people's clothes, and he just talks about how he's a fucking pervert and no one stops him from being a fucking creep, and he just does this whole shtick. And you think, oh, this guy might be an antagonistic bully, but no, he's just a normal kid that we're supposed to root for near the end, but he's doing heroic things like nothing, because he has no fucking powers from seeing through women's clothes. So what the fuck? I hate this kid. Fuck you, movie. So yeah, this X-Men movie is just all about teenagers doing unfunny things with uninteresting personalities, either bland as a cardboard or incredibly insufferable like the fucking creeper guy with fucking see-through eyes. And they do nothing. They don't even showcase what their class looks like. Well, they do, but it makes no sense. So instead of testing out this kid's powers, which is stretchiness, I think, I don't really know, they barely showcase it. It's just him fucking with a computer, and then him failing, and them scolding for him for failing because he was panicking, because, you know, that's not just realistic. Like, okay, what the fuck, why do they even have these kids doing this type of shit? When they do more interesting things that would actually help them out? No, just computer shit, and using Cerebral, which doesn't make any sense, because I thought Cerebral was the only something you could use, you have psychic powers, but apparently this fucking skin kid can use it. And he gets manipulated by the pedophile guy who can go through dreams. It's not really good manipulation, just doesn't make any sense. He just does it anyway. And he dies somehow, and by Emma Frost, I think, who is nothing like the character. I guess she has psychic powers, but she just kind of stands there with a bad wig and just like looks confused the entire time. And then there's this, you know what the fuck's going on during this scene, just some weird, terrible effects. Awful. One of the dumbest things is actually the opening of the film. There's a lot of dumb moments, but here, Jubilee's at an arcade, and for some reason, she just starts sparking and doesn't even care, and then I guess the dream guy was there, and she runs away because she's an idiot. What's weird is that I think she's supposed to be the main character, but she does nothing, and she doesn't even have the same personality or look. She's supposed to be Asian, right? Why is she white? Fucking whitewash in here! She does literally nothing and doesn't even use her powers ever again. So yeah, very great movie. Seeing these clips, it's pretty obvious why this failed. Like, this show is just shit. It's weirdly sexual for no reason. It's not even in a good way, just in a creepy way. The characters are flat as cardboard. The villain's terrible. There's no main X-Men, and the characters we do have are fucking shit. And also, this came out around the same time as X-Men the Animated Series, the one that was so good they actually brought it back for modern day. Why would they do that? But that's it. Generation X, worst film I've seen so far, and not even an entertaining way. The fact it's worse than Power Pack is going to tell you a lot. But hey, I don't have any more TV pilot movies to go through, though I do have another low-budget one to go to, until we get to the actual main Marvel movies with Blade. It's so close, I can taste it! Anyway, I'll see you then.